Kyle didn't want Texans to plan for just one quarterback, hence the sprain claim. Go Trey. The future is here.
Yeah, I mean that's the way that he's pretty much handled everything going back to before the draft, right? Is say one thing and do another.
True, that's possible. If Trey's watching right now, what are your words of wisdom for him?
Go talk to Steve Young. Listen to
Yeah,
Steve
go
Young.
talk to Steve Young. Don't try to do too much. Calm down. Don't overthrow early in the game. You don't have to win this game. Don't lose the game. You don't have
Yeah.
to win this game. You have to hand off and just play your position. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to make heroic plays.
Yeah.
Just don't
Just,
turn the ball over, dude.
yeah. Just don't turn the ball over. Play within the offense. As long as
Yep.
you just play within the scheme of the offense, you're going to be fine.
Oh, the last thing I wanted to mention before we move on and take questions, that what I'm excited for this game is when he's had his playing time. We've never seen him in the shotgun running zone read with Debo. We haven't seen it.
Yep.
It's going to be really cool, and I think you could do so much off of that action. I mean, what did he? Defenses will. It's terrifying. Just those two guys. Really curious to see what that looks like.
Yeah, no, it'll be nice to see because we've seen Debo Samuel be used in the backfield so much more recently, and to see the two of them put back there, along with maybe even Trey Sermon, right? If he's healthy this week and brought back onto the active roster, just seeing that group of and how they can make some chaos on the backfield, I think will be fun to watch.
I just am excited to see Lance and Debo in the backfield together. A lot of havoc can be created just from that simple alignment. It can be kind of interesting, and I have a feeling that there's a lot the 49ers have built. I mean, I think they're prepared for this. Maybe they weren't prepared for it in September, but it's now almost January. I think they're prepared for this.
Yeah, I could. They should be able to come out and run their normal stuff with everything that we've seen Jimmy Garoppolo run is stuff that Trey Lance should be able to step in and do. Those types of things. It's not like they have to rearrange their whole playbook for him.
It should just be the same running game, just enhanced a little bit because the quarterback is a threat. You don't have to use him. You could have a design run for him 2 times in the game. You don't have to do it a lot, but the threat's there every time, and as long as you do it near the goal line or for a critical first down with the game on the line, good.
Yeah,
that's how the Seahawks use Wilson or have.
Sure.
Been watching for 2+ months now. Love the show, Grant. Thanks, keeping it real. Trey Area # Jacob. Thank you. Niner fans are reinvigorated. It's a whole new season. It's like the season just started. It's a new season.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I was impatient, but I'm not mad at how this script worked out.
No, it all worked out. But here's the thing, though. And to throw a little bit of water on all the fire.
Yeah.
There's the whole talk has been about getting Lance in there, but now what happens if the 49ers lose these next 2 games and Lance plays a big role in that?
What an offseason that would be.
Yeah.
What an offseason that would be. Well, maybe be the return of Jimmy Garoppolo. Who knows? David Sir says disagree. Chances definitely go up. Jimmy's bar isn't that high. Can't throw, can't move, can't read defenses. Lance adds a running and deep throw. Yeah, my only thing is he's been on ice for 11 weeks. And this is why I kept whining about this to Kyle and anyone who would listen the last 11 weeks. And people were basically like, shut up and enjoy the ride. Okay, fine. Well, I think you also are supposed to enjoy the moment. What does it say? Prepare for the worst, something for the best, but you got to prepare for the worst.
Yeah.
And it seems like every team this year has had to go to their backup quarterback at least once. So surprised that they're surprised that this is happening.
The one area that does hurt them without Garoppolo is he does get the ball out of his hands really quick, and I don't know if Lance can get the ball out of his hands on some of those throws over the middle quite as fast as Garoppolo does. But hopefully he's not asked to do that, and they tailor it a little bit more towards his skill set.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully in the last 16 weeks of him in practice, the Niners have gotten a good sense of what he does well and doesn't do well. I would hope. Go Floppolo has no special in him. Super Bowl winning quarterbacks do. Yeah, and you said that. I mean, your whole thing was you're going to win a Super Bowl with a guy who's gone to a Super Bowl and lost already. I mean, how many guys have come back and won after that? All Hall of Famers.
Yeah,
it's not easy.
Yeah, and there's only one guy that's not in the Hall of Fame that's even made it back, period. So, yeah.
Who's what? Who's who?
Craig Morton. He's the only one that's made it back after losing the first one. And he got smoked in the second one, too.
Good knowledge. Imagine Lance, Debo, and Mitchell triple option. Yeah, I mean, there's so much that the Niners can do without throwing. And then when you do throw, there's all those little dump offs you can have to Kittle. I mean, really, you can give you can give so many layups to Trey Lance, and then the occasional shot, which should be wide open because the defense is tearing their hair out trying to figure out how to stop the run.
Yeah, and that's what I would hope to see is, play action, get him out of the pocket on those little easy dump offs that you saw
Yeah.
him, like what we saw actually against Tennessee. That first,
Yes.
the first drive of the game was a lot of movement left and right to get out of the
Perfect.
pocket and get away,
Perfect.
and that works perfect for Trey Lance. It's funny that they got away from it in that game as well.
It is funny. Kyle, I got
Not a
to
lot.
go to the game wearing this just to make sure that he doesn't get away from things that are working, because that's really what quality control is supposed to be there. Charting things and reminding coaches, yo, it's working. Don't forget. Chris says, I'll tell you one thing. Lance hits juice on that pass 10 out of 10 times. Just saying. I don't know. But I do know that his touchdown throw to Debo was the same concept.
Yeah,
Remember?
well, I don't know if it was the same concept, but I know that if you watch Trey Lance in college, he threw that ball quite a bit and hit it
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Well, it was similar. I don't know if it was the same concept, but what he did
But
to Debo was underthrow it. Do you remember
yeah,
Debo had to stop, wait, and people,
yeah.
it was ugly, but at least they hit it.
Hey, you got it there.
Got it there.
That's all. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Considering the lies, do you believe John and Kyle when they say Trey has been elite these 4 weeks on scout team? Yeah, that's a good question. It's like, what else are you supposed to say at this point, right? He's been
Well,
terrible, but we don't have a choice.
yeah, I thought that was really interesting that came out right after the reports. The Steve Young. It came right after Steve Young had gone on KMBR and told them that the Framers were telling him by not playing him that he wasn't ready. Not that they had actually telling him that, but just by their actions. Right? You had all
Yeah.
that. You had a lot of discussion about Lance not being ready to go, and then all of a sudden, hey, you're hearing whispers from whoever about how great he's doing in practice, and then you have Fred Warner saying it up at the podium, and it just kind of goes from there.
That's why Steve Young is way smarter than me and us, and he's brilliant. We've been pushing, me and all of us have been pushing Kyle. Kyle doesn't respond to that. He digs in. So what Steve said, he just used reverse psychology. We talked about it. He's like, all right, fine. I'm with Kyle. Kyle's smart, and what Kyle's telling us is that Trey sucks. That's what Kyle's saying. I'm not going to argue with Kyle because I'm not there. Kyle's there. According to Kyle, Trey sucks. I could only, and Kyle's like, damn, I guess I have been sort of giving off that vibe, huh? All of a sudden, the reverse psychology works. Don't push Kyle. Don't push Kyle. Judo him, get him,
Yeah,
get him to use his own momentum against himself.
that's right. And then you got, and it's also Steve Young, which was probably who he looked up to when he was a kid. So
Hell
makes
yeah,
it even
Steve is the
harder.
greatest. I love how Steve cares for the organization. He cares about it. Joe is like, I don't know, man. You guys kind of screwed me over there at the end, didn't you? Didn't you? Steve is his baby. I love that.
Yeah, that's true. It is. That is true about the two of them.
And I can understand how Joe feels. Niners line up, Debo out wide, Wilson Jr. and Juice in the backfield. Pre-snap, Juice goes wide, Debo to the backfield with threat of Lance 2. Let's freaking go. I can't wait. I feel like this is Kyle and Mike McDaniel's moment to show Jimmy that that he's wrong, that he's not the secret sauce that makes his team work. Because I think Jimmy and his camp feel that no matter what you say about him and his game, the Niners have not shown that they can win without him. It's their opportunity to show that they can do it.
Yeah, that's they better, and they
They
really
better,
because if they lose these next two games, it's
going to get so bad.
It's going to be a long off season for him.
Correct. I thought Trey was supposed to have a cannon. He only could throw it 64 yards in that Cash App quarterback competition video. Mahomes, Allen can do 75 plus yards.
I don't know. He has a pretty
video.
He throws the ball pretty good. He has a little bit of a flat ball on the deep throws, but he's got a better arm than what they've had.